Hello and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share, subscribe if you haven't already. I find it very comical how, as we expected, when there's real news to be reported on in regards to Robert Kelly, the mainstream media is always going to run with the bull crap, and the bloggers are going to spend so much time tiptoeing around certain points, displaying this selective outrage that I show you is pure hypocrisy. But at the end of the day, if those that are paying attention to the case recognize what I've been putting before you, it should be a no-brainer why Robert Kelly would bypass grievances with a prison guard or prison warden when they can go and compel the judge, considering anybody who's been locked up before know how they treat these grievances. Sometimes you don't even have the opportunity to put in your grievance. And then you have to recognize those people who could be trying to push your grievance aside when it becomes necessary to compel to a judge. It's kind of like how the media has put out there R. Kelly's long-term friend wants to go and visit, but it was funny they wanted to rush out there and put another individual as his manager, disassociate the fact that this long-term friend is a manager who has a lot of key components that could help this so-called janky-ass RICO appeal that may shed light on why certain individuals don't want Robert Kelly and Daryl McDavid to link up, considering both were acquitted of obstruction of justice when all these people ran to the media talking about R. Kelly paid off witnesses and did this and did that. And then you got janky-ass witnesses talking about Daryl McDavid being involved in a certain scheme that backfired. The more you follow the case and remember all the propaganda these people put out here on these platforms in order to get these bad act witnesses to cooperate, which in my opinion sounds like coercion, but it's okay when the government does so, and also okay when the government alleges a man is doing the same thing they're obviously doing, however, fails to actually prove that Robert Kelly had anything to do with all of this janky-ish that their so-called witness implicated themselves in and passed on to Robert Kelly for him to face all the charges for. When you hear people speak about the surface level of his violation of privacy, I challenge you to also look for those digital footprints that will show you how all of these so-called bad act witnesses expose why their testimonies should have been impeached.
What?
ACP, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Just take the time.
Again, I bring you back to the point of this video. Now, if a government bad act witness can go and visit Robert Kelly and nobody has a problem with it, and nobody has a problem with his private emails and all of his confidential information being dispersed on these platforms all willy-nilly, why would there be a problem when a certain individual who was there can come and give clarity to all of these allegations people claim they want the truth about, when the prosecutors didn't even make allegations of this former manager theft that they now claim by the warden? Yet, as I just mentioned, they allowed their witnesses to be on these platforms to be obviously coerced and intimidated to fall in line with these agendas they had with these old-ass laws they wanted to attach to the propaganda they've put out here. And so-called gatekeepers still want to try to block the truth from finally being exposed once and for all. What is the problem, as I said, with an old friend former manager who was acquitted on his charges of obstruction along with the person he's trying to visit to talk, when we all know the whole visit will be monitored, and it may give clarity, as I insinuated before, to all of these allegations that so many people have made light to, made their content revolve around, and never once realize how it's affecting this case and or their accountability when it comes to tampering with these bad act witnesses.